So welcome to my class, and in this we're going to do the relationship between AVC and MC. So here, look at this. This is the diagram that is here. So again, when average variable cost falls, marginal cost is lower than average variable cost. You can see that in the figure. Average variable cost falls up to point E and MC continues to be lower than average variable cost up to OQ level of output. Now when average variable cost rises, MC, marginal cost, is greater than average variable cost. In the figure, marginal cost is greater than average variable cost beyond OQ level of output. When average variable cost is minimum, average variable cost is equal to marginal cost at point E in the figure. So thus we see that the marginal cost curve cuts the average variable curve at its minimum point. So now in this we are going to do relationship between AC, MC and AVC. So the next is this. So look at this. So in this, first of all, let's just look at AC and AVC curves. What do you notice? AC never touches AVC. Average cost never touches the average variable cost curve because the vertical distance between average cost and average variable cost is average fixed cost, which is always positive. So the distance between average cost curve and the average variable cost curve gets smaller as the level of output increases. Why? Because the average fixed cost keeps falling. So that's why you see that they are getting closer. Okay. Now, we see that the marginal cost curve cuts average variable cost and average cost curve at their minimum points. And we also notice that the minimum point on AC curve is reached corresponding to a larger output than the minimum point on average variable cost curve. In other words, the minimum point on AC curve lies to the right of the minimum point of the average variable cost. Because AC average cost continues to fall due to decreasing average fixed cost even after average variable cost starts rising. So that is the reason we see. So looking at this, we also can talk about little of average variable cost, the total variable cost. So looking at this, connected to the average variable cost, we have what is interesting is that the area under the marginal cost curve is the total variable cost. Look at this. So you can derive total variable cost from marginal cost. So in this you can notice that marginal cost is addition to total variable cost when one more unit of output is produced. So total variable cost can be obtained as a summation of marginal cost of all the units produced. If output is assumed to be, suppose we take it as perfectly divisible, then total area under the marginal cost curve will be equal to the total variable cost. As you can see in the figure, that the shaded area is total variable cost. So that means you can derive total variable cost from here. That's what is there. And based on that, if you have the marginal cost, like for example, as you see, as we just saw this, that means you can derive derivation of total variable cost from marginal cost. So total variable cost is the cumulative sum of marginal cost of the number of units produced of a given good. That means if you can accumulate or can add it up, that's what it is. Alright. So okay, let me just show it to you. You do it now. You do it with me as I'm, otherwise you won't understand. Just do it along with me. So we've seen that the MC can be derived from total variable cost. Okay. Since it's a mathematical relationship, we can also derive back total variable cost if we have the MCs given at different levels of output. So in the table, I have not filled up the TVC. It's for you to fill it up as I go on. So the total variable cost of a good is simply the cumulative sum of marginal cost of the number of units produced of that good. Now look at this. So at unit output 1, when you produce 1 unit of output, the marginal cost is 20. And second, it is 10. Third, it is 18. 4, it is 20. And 5, it is 42. Now let's just fill up the table. I've said that the TVC is the cumulative sum of marginal cost curves, or it is sigma MC. Now let's just take at 1 it is 20, alright? And 2, what will it be? 20 plus 10, 30. And at 3, what will it be? 30 plus 18. Okay. And at 4, what will it be? 48 plus 20, that is 68. And then at 5 units it will be 6. What will it be? 68 plus 42, that becomes 110. Okay. So I hope you filled that up while I was telling you. So TVC stands at 20, 30, 48, 68, 110. Please fill it up. Now suppose you want to find TVC of 3 units of output. So what will you do? So you will be adding marginal cost of output unit 1, 2 and 3. That is 20 plus 10 plus 18 is equal to 48. Similarly, to find total variable cost of 2 units of output, we have to add marginal cost of output levels 1 and 2 units, that is 20 plus 10. That is equal to 30. So this is how. So here I had given you 3 units. So you can do that from here. So now I'm going to talk about another relationship, that is total cost and marginal cost in the next class.